Hello everyone. Welcome to our Chapter 1 video lecture. What you see here is the QuickBooks software, QuickBooks 2018. So when you purchase your textbook, it comes with a license number and a product code that allows you to download the QuickBooks software free of charge for 140 days. Isn't that great? So by now, you all should have downloaded the QuickBooks software, right? Right? Okay. So I'm going to show you how to utilize the QuickBooks software to complete the assignments for the course. So you ready? Let's go. Okay. So first, in order to use the actual QuickBooks software, we need to utilize the student starter files. So when you go to the Blackboard website, click on the external links. If you click on the textbook website, it will take you to the site shown here for the student edition. And here you have the starter files for the different chapters. Now, these files can only be opened inside the QuickBooks software. So I recommend that you download these files to your desktop, on your laptop, to your flash drive. Download these files. And then we're going to go back into the QuickBooks software to see how to open the files up. So you ready? Let's go. The instructions in Chapter 1 begin on page 6 of your textbook. So click on the File button. Then choose Open or Restore Copy. Restore a backup copy. Click on the Next button. It's a local backup. Click Next. I save it to my desktop. I'm going to click on the Chapter 1 starter file. Click on the Open button. The file name is here, Chapter 1 starter. Going to open it up. Click on the Next button. Save in. I'm going to save it to my desktop. And the file name will just be my name. What's my name? I don't know. There we go. Followed by Chapter 1. Then click on the Save button. It'll take a few seconds to save. Like here it comes. It's almost done. All right. So I'll click on the Yes button to update. It asks me one more question. I'm going to click on the OK button. And we'll be ready to get started. So you excited? I'm excited. You should be excited as well. So these are large files, so be patient. It does take a few minutes to open up these QuickBooks files because of their size, but it should be coming up in a few, and there it is. So I will click on the OK button. And now the screen will pop up showing the different sections in QuickBooks. Here it comes. I see it. Here it comes. All right. So I'm going to, it'll give you a bunch of pop-ups, but I'm going to delete all of these pop-ups. We don't really need these pops up. But if you want to go through the different features that comes up, like about payroll, you can view those new features. You can look at those on your own. The account center will come out of there. Yep. And I want to focus here on the home page. I'm going to move myself over here. I want to focus on the home page. So here on the home page, you see the different sections of QuickBooks. A section for vendors, customers, employees, company, as well as banking. And you're allowed to do a variety of accounting functions in each of these different sections. Okay, so to get to this screen, you always click here on the home page, and that will take you to this section shown here. So in Chapter 1, it just asks you to kind of peruse through these different sections to see what functions are available. I'm going to show you first how to change the company information. So click here where it says company. All right. Then choose where it says my company. And this little pin here allows you to do the edit. So I'm going to change this to my name followed by chapter 1. There we go. Click on the OK button. Now once you make that change, what you'll see is that at the top, now your name would appear at the top of the actual screen. All right. So I'll go back to my home page. And once again, in chapter 1, you've been asked to peruse these different sections of the vendors, customers, etc. So I'm going to get right to the meat of chapter 1. And in chapter 1, you're asked to create certain reports within the QuickBooks system. Let me get to that page of the textbook. Hold on, be patient with me. I'm getting there. Coming. So you will go through all of these pages for chapter 1, which all of these pages pretty much just ask you to try different features in QuickBooks. I'm going to skip those because those are pretty straightforward. I'm going to go to the report sections beginning on page 33. And you're asked to create a trial balance and then export the trial balance to an Excel file. Exciting. So on QuickBooks, click where it says Reports. I'll go down to where it says Accounting and Taxes, and then choose Trial Balance. And look at there. What you see is a trial balance. Let me bring this down a little bit. So the trial balance has now been created. I want to export this trial balance over to an Excel template. Back in Blackboard, under the, let me go to it. In Blackboard, you have an Excel report template here. And there's an Excel report template for every chapter. So I've already downloaded the chapter 1 Excel report template. So I'm going to go back to QuickBooks. So now that the report's been created, I'm going to click on the Excel button, update existing worksheet. Okay. And it should allow me to hit this button, but it's not for some reason. So I'm going to do something different. Go back to Excel. I'm going to create a new worksheet. Let's do it that way. And I'm going to click on the Export button. Now watch this. Save in. I'll save to my desktop. I'll just call it for right now, Chapter 1. Click on the Save button. Did it take a few? I'm going to go to Excel. Come on. And it should export that template into Excel. Then I don't see it. Let's try it again. I'm going to go back to Excel. I'm going to go to existing worksheet again. Create new worksheet. These options should be available, but they're not right now. Click on Advanced, see what I need to do here. It's not letting me do anything right there either. So I'm going to click on the Export button again. File name again. Oh, there it is. It did save it already. I just didn't see it being saved. It saved it to the desktop. Okay, so let me show it to you because it did save it. I'm going to go back into Excel. File, open. Let me go to my desktop. There we go. And it was a CVS file. Here it is, right here, Chapter 1. Open it up. I actually want to change this file format. I want to change that to a regular Excel workbook, then go save. There we go. And so now the report has been exported into an Excel file. Now that should have been a lot smoother. If things didn't go as planned, I got to see, I think it's my computer settings why it did not allow me to export it right into the Excel file. What should have happened, this is the Excel report for chapter 1. It should allow me to export it right into this template right here. I just downloaded it to this computer a few minutes ago, so I got to work those kinks out. But you see how the process works. So again, once a file's been created in Excel, you will click on the Excel button. You would go to update existing worksheet. These items here should be highlighted. For some reason right now, they're not on my computer, so I'll solve that. But you would go to update an existing worksheet, click on the export button, and the report will be exported over to Microsoft Excel. And so, for example, for your Chapter 1 homework, you must do a profit and loss statement and a balance sheet. So I'll click on Reports, Company and Financial, Profit and Loss Statement. And let's try this one. Yes, did I give you the option that I need? But once you exported these files from QuickBooks over to the Excel template, which is here, you will put the profit and loss statement here. There's a standard profit and loss statement. There's a detailed profit and loss statement. There's a balance sheet standard and a balance sheet detail. So these are the exercises from here to here that you must complete for chapter 1. And once you exported those from QuickBooks to Excel, you'll save this one file, and then you'll come back to the Blackboard site, click on the Assignments tab, click on chapter 1, click on Browse My Computer, then you will find that particular file, just choose any file for right now. Click on the Open button, and then submit that file to me so that you can get credit for it. Okay? So I need to figure out why the export isn't working properly on my computer before I do my next video lecture. But you see the actual process. So again, on your home page for chapter 1, just visit these different tabs to see what features are available under each of these. Be sure to change your company information, and then it'll tell you how you export certain files over to Excel. So I need to make some corrections on my end, so stay tuned. Okay, bye-bye.